Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Block. I look like I peaked right there. How's it going? And Cameron, how's it going, my friend?
Good man, good. This was a pretty good episode. I love it in Big Brother Canada because they just let them get drunk and get hammered.
Yep, absolutely. You're right. It's the best. They really fucking just ply them with alcohol too. Really get things lubricated. Yeah, and I wonder, yeah, let's just get into it. No, let's just wait on that. Yeah. Um, I mean, I don't think there's much to talk about though in this episode. Again, like we know everything. The main thing is I want to talk about that booze stuff. That's fun. Um, the
The what?
recap, the booze stuff, them getting a bunch of fucking booze and them getting hammered. But like they recapped the double eviction. Was there anything in there in that little package that you thought was interesting? Like any of the conversations that took place with Olivia or anything like that?
No, it mostly comes down to Johnny's conversation with Olivia that you brought up last episode, where he just basically shut down the whole Maddie idea about Maddie going on the block, and that was like the only interesting thing that I remember
Well, and that kind of takes
from.
balls too.
How
Like
about you?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the same. I think, yeah, that kind of thing takes balls to fucking to put yourself out there that far, to push that hard. I mean, it's a high pressure situation, but to be like, no, she's not going up. Like that really shows your cards of like where you lie.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I thought that was like probably the most interesting. But like, was that a good move? I mean, it kept his person safe, so that's good. But it really just it just put out too many cards, I think. Put his
Yeah.
cards on the table.
It's definitely something that he felt the need to do. Like, I don't understand their relationship because it's just not coming across on the show. Like,
Hmm.
and I'm not watching the feeds this season.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I'll ever really watch the feeds again. But yeah, it's just
Just
not
like
coming
in
out in the
general.
show. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll like watch it for like here and there or the highlights, but I won't like really watch like obsessively like I used to.
Yeah, no,
So
it's become the same, I guess. Like, well, it's weird because so I always get like really pumped up in the beginning. I always I'm all about the feeds right away, and then it's like halfway through, I kind of like wind down on them, and I just kind of like check out when it comes to that. I still watch the shows and stuff like that, but this season I felt like has been, I don't know, this season's been a fucking just it's hurt me. Especially this season, just like the feeds being down. Every time they're
why?
down, I'm just like, there's a good excuse to not even try.
Why is that?
I don't
You
know.
just
It's just I'm just frustrated, I guess. Like I'm frustrated. I hear what all the fans say. Like I'm usually on the side of like fucking fans. They're just entitled motherfuckers. But like when you fucking, I mean, like when a huge fan base like puts out the like, okay, we want this show back. Like we're fucking we're supporting the show, and then like what we get in return is kind of fuck you, we're still making the show and we're not making it for you necessarily, like I just
yeah.
definitely feel like there's a, I don't know, like it was a sleight of hand action where it's like, oh yeah, like you guys really put in a lot of effort and you made your voices heard, and now we're gonna take those voices and silence them inside of a pillow where you scream at night. Like,
Well,
yeah.
didn't they just cut the feeds for that party? I feel like that was the
Was that
reason
the
why.
only one? I mean, yeah, but still, like, come on. Like, what was in there? Cut the Trevor part, but let us fucking, like, that's the fucking goods. And then they cut it down to a fucking 13-minute segment. It's just like, that's hours and hours of fucking good stuff that you could have had all over people's timelines. Like, that's all word of mouth stuff, Like, those are all,
Yeah,
I don't
I think
know.
I'm. I think they'd be more afraid of them doing something ridiculous and stupid, like when they're drunk. I don't know. I feel like it's more safety for them because they know that people act a little ridiculous when they're drunk, and they wouldn't want something crazy going out of hand and it being leaked all over the internet. I feel like they're just doing it for them and not
Yeah,
for.
but to me, it's just like, well, then where are we at? Where are we at in Big Brother? What the fuck are we doing? Is this gonna be Survivor? Like, let's just make it like say it's gonna be Survivor. I fucking people, goddamn, on my season got fired from their jobs. Like, if you're not getting fired from your jobs on the season, you're not doing it right. I don't know, like, fucking, I don't know. I want people's true natures to come out. Like, who are they trying to save? Like, That's what they got hired
Yeah.
for. I don't know. Like, I see it both ways.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I feel like I don't want people to get fired from their jobs for
No,
going on the show.
I don't either.
No?
But also, like, people also should know better to, like, what could they be saying? Like, when I get drunk, I don't just, like,
No,
you know?
yeah, but you could if you say you've never gotten drunk and never
Oh, I've had my fair
been
share of
egged on to do something ridiculous.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
I've said my fair share of stupid things, but also at the same time, like, hey, you grow and you fucking, like, if you can't realize that you're on a, like, that you should be extra on your best behavior while you're on 24/7, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It drives me crazy, but, yeah. So I'm just, like, getting frustrated by this season. But that's not production's fault. Or maybe it is. I don't care. Maybe I'm just a suck up. What happens next after the recap? Do we pretty much just, like, they start getting booze?
Yeah, essentially. And there was the party, and I was like, yeah, party time.
I know. I like that was, like, integrated. Or I like the integration of, like, okay, now you guys have to pay attention. Like, I wish they would have, like, got them really drunk and then started, like, parading out shit to, like, memorize. I mean, like, the hangover aspect is cool, but, like, it was cool to see Trevor Boris inside the house. He's the one that was like, let's do shots or whatever. Like, I thought that was a really cool little touch to get him inside the house and fucking...
He's always got to show up, you know?
Yeah, he's a little cameo. I wish they would, like, those people that come in, like, I guess you can't make them previous players just because then everyone's going to be all over them wanting to talk to them and shit like that, but...
what do you mean?
Or just, like the extra frat boys that they had in there. It's like, why couldn't you put, like, John Party, Arlie, Dimitri, you know, like...
They just had that, though.
They had that one, but I mean, like, yeah, it's true.
I would have been pissed if I was in this competition, because how do you remember which dude gave you fucking the stuff with the headband and how many plates of drinks did they have? It's just like, well, I don't fucking know.
Well, exactly, and I wouldn't have even paid attention, because as soon as, like, they're just like, here's booze, they're handing out, it's like, that's the only thing I remember. What kind of booze was it? It was Jack. Like, you know, what were the shots?
Shot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, keep those questions coming, because I would, like, nail those out of the park, but, like, and that's, like, I was trying to think of, like, how do you break it? Like, the closest you get to how do you break it, I think, is Marin, with his, like, I'm not gonna... So funny. Like, you dumbass motherfucker. Like, I love that he's like, I'm not gonna drink anything, and then he's the first one to go out. It's just like, one, you can't even, like, you can't even spin it.
Didn't even party fun.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even spin it in your favor either of, like, well, I was trying to... I don't know. Like, to me, the way that you break this one is just to get fucking hammered and have a good time. Like, you know, like, you break it by just, like, enjoying the moment that you rarely get. He was so good. He seems like he'd be such a blast to party with. He was fucking... I love that he was just, like, swaying back and forth in those little fucking shanty things. And then just, like, him throwing up a fuck ton. Oh, god damn it. That's just so awesome to me. I love all that.
He didn't even care about Erica's love letter. Like, him and Olivia, they're just knocked out cold.
Again, but, like, you're not going to blame him. You're going to be like, well, I guess, yeah, he got drunk. Like, you know? Like, and so, I don't know. Like, what a smart move, really. Just be drunk.
It's not a smart move. He was hammered.
Man.
That was his move.
Yeah.
He was just like, fuck this.
Fuck it. Just go to sleep.
Knocking out
I
cold.
love
What
that.
do you think of her brother's, her little brother's
Paul
video?
Abraham fucking wannabe. Like, he looks like straight up Paul, and I bet the producers are like, fuck, we got our next season. No, one person cast. Easy.
Done.
Done. Exactly. I guarantee that dude will be cast eventually. No, I don't know. He, like, I was weirdly perturbed by how much he was just like, "What's up, bro? Hey, dude, man!" Like, I was like, okay. Well, I mean, like, however you relate to your siblings is cool. But I just thought, like, they really, like, I don't know if he was jamming it in there or if, like, production just really edited it in. But I was just like, holy fuck, like, that seemed odd to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was just like, I don't. maybe I dive a little too deep into these things, but he
Mhm.
was just like, "Bro, I heard you're kind of bad at this game," and it's just like, it's funny because she's doing great, but you're like, the whole house
Yeah.
is seeing that, and then the
Yep.
whole house is seeing how she's being perceived on the outside too.
Yep.
It should be more like, "Hey, I miss you, I love you."
That was a little bit too more.
Jack the cat is doing amazing. It,
Yeah.
it was a lot like, "You're doing so fucking good, like
Yeah, it was like
you're
weird
crushing it in the
outside
house.
knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, you're making them all look like fools." And if I was on the inside, I'd have been like, "Well, shit, her target just got huger."
Well,
Like
and the
that's
other
what I
thing
was thinking the
about
whole
it
time.
is, but yeah, and I agree 100% because, like, yeah, that weird outside knowledge, I'd be like, the fuck is, like, yeah, fuck this. But also the fact that she, like, what is this? Like, she has the record now for most wins or some shit in a season.
Does she already?
I
No
believe,
way.
like, she's either tied right now or she does have the record. But at the same time, it's like, no matter what he said, he could have been like, "You're playing the shittiest game I've ever seen. Like, you better fucking figure this shit out, otherwise you're going home." And I would still be like, "No, she's the biggest threat in the house." Like, it's weird to think about how, like, weeks ago we were talking about how she's sitting perfect, like she didn't have to do anything, but now she's just like become this Janelle figure that's just like whooping ass for no apparent
Yeah.
reason. Like, literally, she has not needed to win any of this stuff that she's won, and it's
You
just
know what
like,
I
you need to
don't? Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, I don't understand why she's like, "Oh, I'm going to throw the competition," and then she just keeps answering the questions right. Like after she was like, "After I am not a have not, then I'm going to bow out." However, it was like there was a bunch of easy ones that even I was like ringing off.
Probably, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like, she must have, like, how can you walk that far back asswards into fucking a win? You know,
Yeah.
like, this is her second time she's tried to throw it and, like, won. Like, I feel like,
Yeah, what the
again, like,
fuck?
she's gotta be saying that in the fucking diary room to save face, almost. I don't know, like, it's just weird to me where it's like, well, then fucking just sit on the middle stand, middle part of the thing, and be like, I can't, until you get timed
No.
out, you know?
No, that's a shit. That's an obvious out.
Ah,
But
my brains are just like, pretend you're puking, like,
or just always do false. Eventually, it's going to be true. But
yeah.
like, it's stupid. Actually, I feel like she's just saying that over and over again. Like, is there been an HOH where she wasn't like, "Oh, I'm throwing it," and then, "Oh, look at me, I fell into it." Like, she's just doing what.
Yeah.
It's fine if you say that to the other house guests, but don't say that to us
Yeah, yeah,
because
at least fake
now
it.
I'm getting more pissed off.
Yeah, yep. Well, what about, do you think that Will could have used him throwing up as an advantage?
uh,
As soon as I hear someone say, like, like, all those gagging noises are making me, like, like,
yeah,
that would have been me
yeah.
just like, let's go, baby. I was born to throw up. Like, I fucking came out of the womb throwing up, baby. I would have been fucking, I would have filled that bucket up as soon as I heard that. I think I can throw up on command. I honestly think that's my
That's
superpower.
so
It's
gross.
horrible. It's so horrible, but, like, I honestly think I'm really good at it. I
That's
don't know.
amazing.
I don't know about that.
So
But
you would have just been like, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
as soon
yeah.
as I would have heard it, I would have played it up 100 times more. I honestly think I would have filled the bucket up, like, because when I'm hungover, like, I can fucking hold it down. I usually think I feel better when I throw up, but like, at that kind of situation, I would have tried to hold it back. But as soon as I heard someone's like, "I'm gonna throw up," I would have just went to town. I think that's so amazing. They give them buckets.
I would have thrown up too. I think. I throw up really quickly too, but not on command. It's usually on like spinning things.
Mm-hmm.
I almost immediately I do like a rotation in
Just
my
done.
computer chair,
Yeah.
and by the time I've
Yeah.
rotated completely around, there's already shit launching at
How
the
old are
computer
you?
screen. I'm 25.
25. Have you been to, like, Universal Studios in Florida?
I've been to there's a Six Flags out in Chicago.
Do they have any of,
And
like, the ones where you're, like, on, like, a rail system, but you also have, like, 3D glasses and, like, I
whoa,
don't know. Okay, so, like, Spider-Man at Universal, in Orlando. Like when I was a kid, I used to be able to go on that ride and I'd be like, "Fucking, this is great." But now I get motion sickness immediately, and like I'm just
Yeah.
like I gotta throw up on this ride. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, is it a thing of age or is it
I
like
feel
what
like
is it?
I need. Yeah, I now when I ride like roller coasters and stuff, I'm like thinking about the technique of riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, like how do I
just so that way
not
I'm not
throw
sick.
up?
Like
Yeah.
I'm like, should I hold on or should I like be loose?
Loose,
and
yeah.
row?
Or do you like focus straight ahead, or you kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Well, how do like ballerinas and shit do it? They do like the like spotting technique where you pick
Yeah,
one
but
spot or whatever, but
doesn't
it
work
doesn't
for
work.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't get that.
It's probably because I'm like slightly retarded and I still can't like,
Just like-
I think I'm looking at the right spot, but it's really just like a different spot in the wall, so I'm just making myself dizzier.
Yeah, that's so good.
Me- oh yeah,
Go on.
well, we should talk about the show.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about like motion sick. I'm the same way though. Like motion sickness and like spinny shit gets me. I don't know. What?
Yeah.
Marin goes out first for being completely sober. That dude's a fucking asshole. Like, what an asshole to me. Like, and his whole like talking to the camera, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a genius." Like, he was
I'm
like,
gonna get them.
so cringeworthy, or it's just like, you fucking asshole. And then he goes out first, where it's like, motherfucker, like, at what point do you admit to yourself that you suck? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, because I guarantee he had some excuse in his head why, like, oh, maybe because everyone else was drunk and I was sober, that's why I didn't, like, something
Yeah.
like, people have to fucking explain to themselves why it's not their fault. And that motherfucker, like, at some point you have to be like, I suck at everything, accept it, and then play that role, I don't know. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
that shit
there's-
bothers me.
You're a little bit more perturbed by this than I am.
It
But
really bothers me. He didn't drink alcohol. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, that's the thing that drives me. Like, I don't know. Like, if you didn't drink alcohol and then went out first, I would just be like, well, I'm just gonna give up now, or like, just put me on the block. I want to go home. Like, I'm not built for this.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. It seems he probably would have did better if he would have drank.
you can't do any worse. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't. What do you think about them choosing Johnny to be the have-not instead of Ryan? Even though they want Ryan out, it's like they're not doing him any solids. Like it's not like anybody cares about Ryan's opinion. So why put Johnny on Slap? It makes no sense to me.
That's a good question. I don't know. It doesn't. Yeah, it only makes Johnny more mad. You shouldn't be worried about Ryan getting power, really.
And even if you do, he's going out this week, I think.
Yeah.
And which means I don't have to eat that onion.
Is it before? Unless there's like, you made it to jury, Ryan. Right as he goes. That'd be amazing. I don't know how many people are left in the house, but no, I don't know. I don't think I have a feeling he might not go home this week. I don't know. I don't think he will.
Oh yeah, because they want Marin out. All right, so what do you think of Erica's play right now to try and make it so that way Marin, she's trying not to target a big threat?
A lot of people I saw online right away after she did it were like, "Whoa, big move, heavy sarcasm." Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And to me, it's just like, fuck you people. Fuck whoever you are, whoever thinks like, when I get in the house, I just only make big moves because big moves are the way that you win the game. When it's like, no, sometimes small moves are the way you fucking get the ball rolling, Like, to me, I don't know. Everyone wants a fucking like, why? Ooh, she's such a strong female. Why doesn't she make a big move? Like, to me, that's the smartest fucking move she could have made because they already have been on the block. Like, so you don't hurt any feelings by being like, You guys have already sat up here. The real person I want out is, someone I'm gonna backdoor. You just keep on fucking saying that line to him.
Yeah.
You just keep on being like, you guys are not the target. Just win veto and everything will be good. And then if it doesn't come out, then it's just like, okay, well, one of you fucking floater motherfuckers, one of you blockheads are gonna have to go home. And then the other one will just stay as the mandatory block pawn. Like, you can't have two block pawns the whole fucking season. So, I don't know. Like, to me, it was the fucking easily the best move anyone in the house would have made,
Yeah. But do you think it's more beneficial for her right now? Like, what I'm saying is, yeah, anybody could have done this move because it's so easy.
Yep.
But why is it so good for her, or is it because she's been in the limelight so much lately? She's just got to do something that the whole house wants.
And that's like, it's a part of that for sure. Like, she has to go with what everyone else wants. This is like the path of least resistance. Like, who went? She got Victoria or Veronica out on her last HOH. Like, that's a pretty big move, actually. I think Veronica was like in line to be a fucking scary player. Not socially, but I don't know. I just think, like, yeah, it was a pretty big play, and you're right. You pretty much described it, where it's like, she's already been making huge moves. Like, she should fucking make a sacrifice to the house, whether it be, Ryan or... Yeah. And then tell everyone that you want one of them two gone. Tell those two that you have a fucking backup, or you have a target that's really your main master plan. And then fucking, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's her best move. Like, what would be a better move?
I was definitely feeling the same way, because I feel like if she was playing too aggressively and she, like, all of a sudden started going after, I don't know who she would go after. Like, let's say she goes after Paris this week, right? And Paris and Will. She puts up Paris and Will. Yeah. Like, what is she trying to do there in any... It just doesn't make any sense to me. No, like,
that's just a pointless move.
Yeah, you have to do what the house wants, because you just did a big move. You don't want people seeing you as this uber threat
monster. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you want to have some allies at the end of the week. So do what your allies want.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And, like, I don't think she was big allies with Ryan or Marin. So
exactly.
It's like, who cares? Yeah, I don't know. I saw that on Twitter, and I was immediately like, shut the fuck up! Shut up! My neighbors are like, what's going on down there? But seriously, shut the fuck up, people. Oh, good moves. Like, I don't know. I don't know why, but that shit drives me nuts, where it's like, you play. When you get in the house, you can say whatever you want. I don't know. Yeah. I'm angry today. I'm so angry. Okay,
did a Twitter troll tweet at you?
No, I'm just I've just been in a fucking pissy mood. Yeah, whatever.
It's funny.
Yep. So
well, I'm gonna try my best to poke the bear.
I love that. No. I indulge in it. So yeah, I fucking love it. What else we got?
Let's see. You got Paris selling Alejandra down the river, and I didn't understand why Erica was believing any of this, because before she wanted to get rid of Paris, and then she's like talks to her and then is like, oh, let's actually turn against my ally, and it was like so bad that it was like she put Alejandra in that top 4 to be out of the house.
Yeah. See, I must have missed this kind of stuff, or this part. Go on.
So Paris comes up to Erica, and it basically is saying Alejandra, she's so wish-washy. Whenever there's an HOH going on, she like runs up to her, and she like is all of a sudden like two-faced and loves them and all that stuff. I'd watch out for her, and it's like yeah. Probably because the last 2 weeks it's been Erica, her ally, and Olivia, which is her other ally.
Same people, yeah.
So, yeah, it's not like she's being wishy-washy. It's just her allies are winning HOH. So, I don't know. Paris obviously did a good job at convincing her, though, because it was in the top 4, but not good enough. I like how there was reasoning. Now we're seeing that Will is becoming on some people's radar because he's just got such a good social game, basically.
Yeah.
And even Erica pointed that out. He's just on point in the social game.
Yeah, he should be someone that would worry me, you know, like I think that any character trait type that has won the game previously is someone that should obviously be fucking worried about in the future. Like Will obviously fits the John Party archetype of character, you know, where it's like fuck this guy, I would not want this guy. He's like, you know, he's got a lot of the same traits where it's like fucking a fun-loving newfie that's just down to have fun and like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but like I'm just here to like make friends. Where it's like, yeah, that's a fucking dangerous gameplay, you know. And you got to be careful for that shit. I don't know. Yeah, and like on top of that kind of stuff, like I don't know the intricacies of like who's on what sides and stuff like that. So I'm just feel like I'm kind of lost when it comes to that. But Paris to me, fuck man, she seems dangerous. I like her. I believe it was Paris on tonight's episode where like she was talking to Olivia and Olivia was like, I want my blah blah, and then like Paris started like going in on Olivia, like when Olivia was in the room, and like it was obviously in like a really joking manner, but at the same time like you could tell that like that was like stuff that she was actually upset about. Like Olivia doesn't do her fucking dishes, you know, and like
that was fucking awesome.
That was awesome, and but like that's a dangerous ass game because like when you do that kind of stuff, like she even pointed it out where it's like Olivia's so narcissistic that fucking she loves it because she's talking about her, you know, even though it's like her being like, yeah, I don't like you for this reason, like it, and the fact that she recognizes the narcissism and she can play it off so well, like I'd like to see what Olivia actually thinks of that, but like the fact that she could play it off for, oh, I'm just fucking making fun of you, like that's dangerous social game, and I've seen that shit before. Like Andy was good at that shit too, like making fun of you while keeping you laughing like your friends, like that's scary. I don't know, like that yeah, there's a sociability about that is dangerous in this game
that I don't understand. But it was just hilarious. Olivia is becoming like a real character in this season. Like, she didn't give a fuck about the HOH competition. True or false?
Yeah.
The person was wearing a red headband. True.
No, she was so good. That was so.
Marin, you're out.
Yeah, and then what was her final line? Like, you friggin' won it. Yeah.
Or good job.
Like yeah, yeah. Like, she is becoming a character, and it's awesome to see because I didn't expect that from her, and she really, like the character of like hungover reading, like I've got to project, I'm about to projectile vomit, like that's such a like lame ass line, but I was like, that's awesome, that's a good line because that's really funny. No, I think she is coming into her own as a character. The problem is I just don't think it's like a likable character necessarily. I like it, but like she's definitely getting like a villainy edit, you know, where it's like she's kind of the villain, you know. She's not the girl next door. She seems like, well, even with like this Paris thing of her being like, oh yeah, she's a narcissist, you know, like that doesn't make fucking Olivia look good at all. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, even in the double eviction, she was just like yawning, and she just like the way she was even blinking, it was just like one eye closes and then another. Yeah, like she was just like, I don't give a fuck about what you're gonna say to me. Go the fuck home. I don't know. I think it's awesome.
No, I like that too. I'm definitely coming around on her as a game player. I like her.
Yeah, I'm going down on Dayla. All right.
I'd love to go down on Dayla.
Oh, no. I'm talking about their skill. I thought they were going to be fucking good. And I have got no opinions on them one way or another. My draft has become just as shitty as my March Madness draft because I got Dayla.
We're going to have to talk about that too actually, at the end here.
Yeah. And I don't even know who my other one is.
Let me look up my draft here. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen much from them in the last like couple episodes here. I feel like the only thing I really even remember was what Derek said, like, "Oh, I'm not on the block," or he didn't get have not, which was good. I mean, but
Yeah.
like literally, what else did they even show of them? I don't think anything, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time Kayla had a DR session at all about anything. Even
Yeah.
just talking about how pretty Derek is, which is half of her DR session.
Yo. I'm kind of. I'm not doing so hot in this draft at all. Don't want to even look. Um, shit. What else do we got? I got nothing else.
Shit. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot to gnaw on here. All right, let's just talk about like what has gone on this season, the arc of the people left in the house. Because we're about the halfway point. We're at the point where they partied. Yeah, I think that's when they party is about the halfway point.
Yeah, we're definitely into the mid game now.
Yeah, it's only like 5 or 6 weeks away, I think.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about that. So I think Ryan is doing terribly.
No.
Point blank.
My boy Ryan. Rhino. Get off the Rhino. I love fucking Ryan.
The only good thing about Ryan is the gifts.
Yeah, the wonderful, wonderful gifts.
Let's see. Marin is trying to execute your pawn strategy that you think is great.
No, Marin's
shitty.
No, Ryan's gonna. Whoever survives this week, that person should go on to take that strategy and run with it.
To go to second place. They're both competing for second place now.
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
I love that strategy. That's 50 G's, or at least in America, that's 50 G's straight in your pocket for fucking doing nothing, like just sucking it up for a while. I mean, that's worth it.
What about Maddie, man? She's been in the show a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, she got targeted by Erica, and like she should be worried about it this week. And
she even she was talking about how basically her and Erica, she's been like brown nosing her, like talking about how awesome Erica is, and that's how she stayed off the block. Like she's playing the game, she's playing hard, she's trying. Yeah. And
I got her in my draft.
Yeah. It's not like you could show how they smooze on the TV. Yeah. It's just all of a sudden Erica likes Maddie, and it's definitely because Maddie's just like, "Oh, you're so awesome! I can't believe that we're both in the final two."
And fucking sucking it up is half the battle on Big Brother. When you can just suck up your pride and just be like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking get in there and just really brown nose," like that sucks. Like fucking trying to look someone in the eyes that you hate, I can't do that. It's so tough for me. So it's just like, I mean, fucking that makes a good ass player, is someone that can really suck up to people and get away with it, and save yourself. That's huge. Like that is definitely one of the marks of being a good game player, in my opinion. No, I'm really big on Maddie. I really like her. I think she's real good.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well. I could see her making a deep run in it because other than Erica, who doesn't like Maddie?
Yeah.
I just feel like Erica has a thing against some people, and you're basically with her or you're against her.
Yeah, totally. She's a ride or die. Like, she's fucking very loyal.
Yeah. Olivia is fucking funny now.
Like her.
I can't tell if it's because there isn't a lot of comedy in this season, so I'm looking for it wherever I could find it, and her just rolling her eyes is funny.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see that. Well, and plus we lost like some funny people, I think. Like, I mean, Hams, I guess, is kind of funny, but I don't know. I feel like we've definitely lost like some of the funnier people. I don't know.
Did you notice that Ryan was even trying to coach Erica? Her second HOH being like, listen.
He should be coaching. He knows what he's doing all the time.
Your target's not going to get any smaller. It's just going to stay the same size if you target me. So go after someone big again. You're a big player. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe it's the way he says it.
He's 100%. The way you say it is the worst. I think Sarah Hanlon had a tweet about that too, where it's like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And he's the definition of, don't say it like this, motherfucker. He's so condescending to everyone. I love it because, I mean, he's like fucking definitely just walking backwards into some bullshit that he doesn't even realize it, because you know, like the more and more you talk shit like that where it's like, oh, I know what's going on, everyone's just gonna keep writing you off, where it's like, this dude doesn't know shit, like,
Yeah.
fuck it, like, okay, I'm gonna keep him around because he thinks he knows what's going on and everyone's just laughing at him behind his back, so he obviously has no idea. Let's keep it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
God, I love him. I wish he was in my draft. Pick up some points.
Jaspreet in the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ryan might be the most talked about person on this podcast.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Who else? Dela, no comment.
I think the only person we haven't talked about is Johnny. He like
Johnny.
Yeah,
oh, Johnny. Okay. Yeah, he's been like absent, and then today he just turns into the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, the thing is that when you
hunchback.
lose two people at a double eviction, that's the thing, where it's like, okay, now you have to introduce the new characters essentially into the show, where it's like we haven't like, there's just been too many people. You can only show so much, so it's like that's why we're all of a sudden getting like these new segments. They're like, wait, who the fuck are these people? Haven't seen them the whole time. But yeah, I thought that was a fucking great segment. His his hunchback one, super funny. Seems like I don't know. I think he's in a fucking great position too. He's doing good, in my opinion.
You think? So Olivia said that there are 3 people that she trusts 100%, and Johnny's one of them. Who are the other 2?
That's what I was wondering, actually.
Is it Allie?
Allie for sure, and then Kayla.
No.
I don't know like that. I don't know their relationships and shit. I don't know. That to me, I thought was like, I was curious about that too. Like, if I was Eric, I'd be like, well, who's the other 2? Like,
yeah,
just push it. You know, why not? I don't know.
So is Jerry starting next week, you think?
It's got to be next week, right? It's got to be after this eviction.
Ryan, get out of the house. But
no, you got to eat that onion.
No.
Fucking little bit of, I don't know, just raw.
I told my family about the
bet
deal, and they're like, "That's disgusting."
I'll do it with you.
I guess.
I'll take a big old bite out of a raw onion with you. Oh, mama. If you want to replace it with a full garlic clove, I'll do that too.
I've done garlic though before.
Oh really?
Yeah, so this wouldn't be fair. Yeah,
that's not fun then. Fuck it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I mean, do you? What else do you have for this episode? I just want to talk a little bit about basketball.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
The only thing I have to talk about is that fucking I called Villanova from the beginning, baby. But it's not saying much when you fucking. It's like the only team you know because I hear their name all the time every fucking year because they get so far every fucking year. So it's like,
yeah, that's
the only reason I said it. But I still am like, yeah, baby.
They're in the lead right now. It's 30-53 at the moment.
30-53?
38. So they're down by 15. The
over.
Wolverines.
Game over.
That is essentially game over.
That's game over, baby.
In NCAA.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about basketball.
Dude, I wanted Loyola to win so bad. I've got so many people at. Yeah, they lost to Michigan. There's so many people at my work that went to Loyola.
Oh really?
It's like the fucking school for nerds out here.
There's multiple Loyolas, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that where? Oh no, he went to Tulane. That's I was
at a. Here's a fun story for everybody.
Yeah.
So when I was like in high school, I was in wrestling. It was one of my fun facts about myself, like to get on the show, was every time I've wrestled, I've ended up in the hospital. So this was like my second time I wrestled, and so when I wrestled, somebody I knew from football like picked me up and threw me on the ground like I'm a fucking rag doll, right?
Just broke an ankle.
Yeah, it broke me. I ruptured my spleen. I didn't know it. I just thought the wind was knocked out of me.
What?
Yeah, my spleen was ruptured. I go to the nurse. The nurse is like, "It's fine. Just walk it off."
Just walk it off.
So, and at this point in my life, I was like a perpetual liar. I would lie about everything to my family, and I was like, I don't think I can go to school the next day.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, go to sleep and go to sleep. And so I went to sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
But if I would have slept through the night, I would have died. Swear to God, my stepdad pokes me in the middle of the night, like an hour after I went to sleep,
Yeah.
and I just wake up in tears,
Oh.
and, like crying my eyes off.
Yeah.
They send me to a hospital.
Yeah.
They're like, oh fuck,
You are fucked.
You are fucked. They're like, your spleen is ruptured. We can't fix you here. We're gonna send you to Loyola. And that's like a hospital like 35, 40 minutes away.
Airlifted.
No, it was like there was like an ambulance. And
Jesus Christ, that's nuts though.
And yeah, I was out of school for a month. My parents, they were like, what's wrong? Isn't that where everything's in him? Like, what's going on? Like, isn't that
everything's in him?
Isn't that where the blood is supposed to be? And then the doctor's like, no, it's like he's been stabbed and he's been bleeding out for hours.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't have a
spleen.
My spleen was ruptured. It got like fixed now, obviously.
Do you need your spleen?
You'd kind of do.
Okay.
You need it to make new white blood cells, I believe. It helps. It helps fight disease. Yeah, yeah. They're like, you could live without it.
Yeah.
But you won't live till you're like 80 or 60 or 70 or something. So they're like, we need to fix this.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's funny. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude. The shitty story.
Yeah.
I've been in the hospital 4 times, man, or had 4 different surgeries. I'm broken. I'm a broken man. Modern technology has saved me.
Never have I ever broken anything. That's nuts, man. What else? What else we got?
Yeah. Not much. I can't think of it. So, do you want to do a call-in show? I saw the tweet.
Yeah, I didn't see much response to it. It might be something we might have to wait for till USA. But, like, I want to do it. I think it'd be awesome. I just, like, the problem is that we need a producer. Or we need someone to take the calls and, like, be like, all right, who's calling? What are you calling about? Like, we need a screener. Someone to screen the calls, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could kind of screen like.
Well, so the problem is that my problem is that I can screen the calls, but because I'm the one that's recording on my end, I can't like go in there, have them tell me what we're screening the calls for, and then go back to you because everything would be recorded. If that makes sense. Yeah. But if you could move throughout the Discord channels and be like, okay, what do you want to talk about, and then I could riff, and then you could be like, all right, we're bringing this person in. And then in my Discord channel, you just, like, grab their name, bring them into our channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Does that make sense? I don't even have to really even talk to them. Well, I wouldn't. I think I would have to.
You pretty much just have to be like, all right, because I imagine that it's like, it'd be in our Discord pool, or, like, in one of the Discord groups, a bunch of people would just be like, all right, I want to go next, or whatever. So then you'd, like, come into that group, and you'd be like, all right, who wants to come in? Like, mute everyone. I don't know, like... Whatever.
Yeah, you'd have to like individually talk to me.
Yeah,
we should give it a whirl in America. There's probably more of a.
There's more viewer base. That's the thing. Is like, yeah, there's gonna be more people viewing. And for Wednesday, I want to try to get a guest. No.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. No promises. I've been in contact with Andrew, and like, I don't know if Andrew is gonna get the go ahead from the BB casting people. But, like, I saw that Jesse did Manic Monday today, and Manic Monday is Michelle, BB10 Michelle's show. Shout out to BB10 Michelle and Manic Monday. Go listen to that show. But she had Jesse on tonight, and if she had Jesse on, that makes me think that Jesse's a person that he didn't fucking ask Big Brother people. Yeah. You know, like, he was probably just like, fuck it, I'm doing Manic Monday, you know? Like... I'm sure he doesn't give a shit. So to me, it's like he already started following me too. So I'm gonna message him and be like, "Do you want to do it this Wednesday, or, you know, Because
Yeah, he's following me as well.
if he's not gonna like ask production and he's just gonna do it, then I'd rather have him first than Andrew.
Yeah. All right.
So
Cool.
But if not, then I'm gonna try to hit up Party.
All right.
Yeah, if you're down with that.
Or I was thinking about Karen.
Karen would be good too. She was just on Rob Has a Podcast though.
Oh fuck.
Yep. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't really keep up with that anymore. All right.
Nope.
Well, let's end it here.
Absolutely. It was a good 45. Yeah. What do you got to plug?
Just follow me right below my face, right the whole fucking screen right below me. Cameron Hurd 210. Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. Excellent.
Boom. And
Okay.
then I barely tweet or Instagram though. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Me too. It's a fucking pain in the ass to do.
It's like a fucking full-time job,
Dude,
man.
it is a full-time job, and especially when your full-time job essentially is to do that for a different company, is to like make posts and stuff like that, then doing your own Instagram and Twitter seems like a fucking nightmare. Like, and that's where I'm at in my life right now.
God.
Yep, not fun. Yep, it's a pain. So yeah, go follow his accounts. And let's see what we got for shout outs. Hamsterwatch.com for all of your update needs. BMX-TV.net for watching in the US for streams and for the live episodes. Riley Rage for our intro song. Go figure out his SoundCloud. At EM__BB for all the GIFs and GIFs of Ryan and what have you, and just doing some awesome video production, editing. And please sub to the channel. I will follow anyone that subs on Twitter or Instagram or whatever you want me to follow you on. Anyone that subs, I mean, you give me some money, you give Cameron some money. Not yet, but you support the fucking my production, and you support me as a human, which is great. That's all I've got to say. Let me get this thing out of here. Yeah, that's been a good one. We'll be back next this Wednesday here at 9:15 Central Time. Karen's scooting around his little box there. You got anything else? Any parting words of wisdom?
Get me out of this box. What's in the box?
What's in the box? On behalf of Cameron Hurd, I am McCray Olsen, and we'll see you guys next time on the block. Bye-bye. And crazy.
It comes in